system will shoot this institution to the front of the pack in electrocerebral research. The patient's name is James Kendall. He's suffering from severe paranoid schizophrenia. He hears voices in his head of his dead father telling him to kill his girlfriend. We've tried the conventional therapies, ECT, grades 1 and 2, all existing drugs, established and experimental. None work. So, Mr. Kendall has consented to be the first human subject for the cave system. And here is the genius behind the technology. Gentlemen, ladies, my protege, Dr. Samuel Stein.
Thank you, Dr. Sarrazin. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like you to meet the CAVE system. Now, CAVE stands for Computer-Aided Virtual Environment. It's the first computer able to actually interface directly with the human brain, which is exactly what we intend to demonstrate today.
I'd like to introduce the third member of our team, a neural surgeon by training, Dr. Rachel Carter.
Thank you, Doctor. Well, my position on the team is to handle a human interface. These are the CAVE interface devices. The silicon-to-neuron probe will insert directly into the sensory centers of both the doctor's and the patient's brains. Don't worry, he didn't feel a thing.
The computer will then create an artificial environment, which it will send directly back into the patient's brain to treat the psychosis.
Since it will be tapping directly into the sensory centers of the brain, everything the computer sends will seem completely real.
Psychiatrist in the environment with the patient, in this case, Dr. Stein, will be able to control the cave and guide the patient. I'm sure this may all seem very confusing to you, but it will make sense in just a moment as the two men enter the virtual reality world of the cave environment.
Fire. Don't be Mr. Kendall.
Get your butt over here!
Go away. Get out of my head.
That's no way to talk to your old man now, is it?
What do you want from me?
I want you to get rid of that sludge you've been running around with. I want you to cut her heart out.
No.
Don't you talk back to me. No!
I love her. I'm marrying her. Tell him, Dr. Stein. You have to fight your own demons, Mr. Kendall.
If you don't kill her, she will ruin you, boy! No! Ruin you! No! I love her! Jack him up, Dr. Sarrazin! I love her! I love her! I love her! I love her!
Right. We're gonna hurt you. I'm here to help you. Okay? All right.
There is nothing wrong with your television. Do not attempt to adjust the picture. We are now controlling the transmission. We control the horizontal and the vertical. We can deluge you with 1,000 channels or expand one single image to crystal clarity and beyond. We can shape your vision to anything our imagination can conceive. For the next hour, we will control all that you see and hear. You are about to experience the awe and mystery which reaches from the deepest inner mind to the outer limits. Man has taught computers to perform complex calculations, to control a factory, or to launch a spaceship. But can we teach computers to enjoy the beauty of a rose, the sound of a symphony, or the love of another human being?
Sam, the sensory centers were overwhelmed with the input, but he's going to be fine.
I'm sorry. Next time I'll cut the I.O. intensity in half.
Sam, it went damn well for a first time. You know it did.
Sam, you should be very proud the technology works.
Would one of you please explain to me what I just saw? Was I seeing exactly what Jimmy was seeing?
Oh, yes. In that session, we were seeing output from his mind's eye. Then in later sessions, the computer will add its own imagery to the environment so that we can, well, battle the psychosis.
But how does it know what to send?
The computer is a psychological expert system.
Everything written on human psychology is cataloged into the cave's RAM. Then it uses artificial intelligence to interpret the data.
And on that note, I would like to hear what the expert's diagnosis is.
All we have to do is ask. It uses AI voice recognition capabilities. Cave, what is the diagnosis of the patient, James Kendall?
The patient is suffering from coercive delusions, prominent hallucinations, and a decreased functionality. My sensors found no trace of chemical causation. Diagnosis, paranoid schizophrenia.
The Cave, what is the prognosis?
The only obstruction preventing the patient from lapsing into catatonic psychosis is his love for his mate. With additional sessions, there is a 78% chance I will be able to remove all incarnations of his psychosis.
Does that mean that it can cure him?
That's exactly what it means.
Further input on emotions, fear, and love will be necessary.
Can I see him?
Certainly, come with me.
So, she needs more input on fear and love.
Well, actually, it's not gender specific. You know, I programmed the female voice because the female pitch is easier to understand.
Well, given how much time you spend with it, she might as well be female.
Beg your pardon?
Sam, it's just that you're in here alone with this computer so much, I sometimes wonder what you're doing with it, if you know what I mean. I mean, you should try and spend a little more time with flesh and blood. We're a lot more fun than your AI interfaces in prologue code.
I spend a great deal of time with humans, Dr. Carter.
I mean, away from work. Sam, listen, a bunch of us are going away for the weekend to go skiing. Why don't you come?
No, I didn't think so.
Why not? It's going to be a lot of fun.
Call me crazy, but sliding down an icy hill on 2 planks of wood seems to challenge the laws of gravity, don't you think?
Okay, then you can come along, stay at the lodge, sit in the hot pool and drink schnapps all day.
I don't think so.
Come on, Sam. What's wrong? Don't you like my company?
No, that's not it at all. As a matter of fact, well, I enjoy your company a great deal. But I should check on the patient, really. Excuse me?
The outer limits.